I think the silence means we're ready to start. Okay, perfect. Good evening. My name is Justin Shaughnessy, and I currently serve as president of the YSU Student Government Association. I will serve as a co-host for tonight's annual Student Awards banquet.
And hello, my name is Avery Howard. I am the Executive Vice President for Student Government Association, and I will also be your other co-host for tonight's event.
This is a very special night because we are here to celebrate the many outstanding students, organizations, and support staff that have helped make 2020-2021 school year such a success. A key contributor to the well-being of all YSU students is Ms. Joy Pacaba-Byers, our Associate Vice President of Student Experience. Please join me in welcoming her to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Joy Pacaba-Byers, and as Associate Vice President of Student Experience, it's my pleasure to welcome you all here tonight for the Student Awards Banquet. It's truly a joy to see all of you here tonight. Now, I have to say one thing. Okay, first of all, look around for a second. Look at all these amazing people in one room together. Doesn't that feel pretty good? This is where you have to give me a little feedback, right? Doesn't that feel pretty good? I don't know about you, but I have been waiting to see students around, and you guys are such amazing students that make it even better. So just want to take a moment to really appreciate the fact that we are together right now. Not only is this banquet one of the first times that we've had a large group gathered together in the Chestnut Room for quite a long time, it's also a gathering of some of the people who have worked the hardest to keep the Penguin spirit alive in the face of COVID. And it's been a hard year. We are so fortunate to have a community of talented, passionate students and staff here at YSU. And tonight we're going to celebrate all of you. Thank you for being here, both in person and virtually, as we recognize the accomplishment of our Penguin community.
Thank you, Joy. Each year, the Student Activities Office, in conjunction with the Student Government Association and the Division of Student Affairs, sponsors this year-end awards recognition program. It is because of this aforementioned offices that we, the students, are such a vibrant, thriving community. Thank you so very much.
The purpose of tonight is to recognize those students and groups who help make YSU a special place that it truly is. This year, with all the virtual social distancing, remote modifications, without a doubt has demonstrated that it isn't the building and the sidewalk, but it's the student leaders, the student organizations, the advisors, and the committed faculty and staff that all contribute collectively to the quality of life at YSU. Tonight, we honor those organizations and the individuals who are instrumental in bringing the quality programs and many new and innovative ideas and opportunities.
It is our pleasure to present to you tonight's award recipients. The souvenir program booklet in front of you details the many individuals and group accomplishments of our honorees. We ask that all presenters wear your mask until it is your time to come to the podium. All award recipients also wear a mask until you accept your award at the award table. Then you can remove it for a photo at the stage, right where student photographer Nick Garaki, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, will take your photo. At this time, I would like to call to the podium Ms. Leslie Page, Director of First Year Student Services, as she presents this year's Orion Award.
Thank you, Justin. Since 1989, the Orion Award has been presented to an exceptional student organization for its outstanding leadership and service to the university community during the current academic year. At this time, we invite to the front of the room Ms. Samantha Nearle, Executive Director of Gwynethon, as she accepts this year's award. Gwynethon was created to unite our college campus and community in the fight to end childhood illness by spreading awareness and raising funds for Akron Children's Hospital of Mahoning Valley. With this year being unlike any other, they dodged all obstacles and still managed to put together a mostly virtual main event week to continue this tradition and pulled off a highly successful drive-in final reveal to ensure their senior members still got to experience that feeling for the final time. With family, friends, President Tressel, and Miracle families showing up, they were able to showcase their morale dance, give out the basket raffle prizes, and jam out safely in their cars with DJ Kick Drum. Socially distanced and masked up, they revealed $55,764.49 for the kids. Please let's have a big hand for this year's Orion Award winner, Gwynethon. The Constellation Award is presented to the student organization that has sponsored an outstanding university-wide program during the past academic year. Will Devin Snyder, President and Event Lead for Gwins Against Cancer, please come to the front in order to accept this year's Constellation Award. The purpose of YSU Relay for Life is to raise funds and awareness for the American Cancer Society, both on campus and in the community. The event's primary goal is to maximize campus and community outreach by raising social awareness about the detrimental, indiscriminate effects of cancer. The event leadership team held a virtual Relay for Life event in 2020 that consisted of many staples from the in-person event, such as survivor ceremonies and team recognition, along with new activities to highlight aspects of the mission of the American Cancer Society. This virtual event allowed the team to connect with more people through social media. In fact, one of their posts reached more than 11,000 people. Thanks to tremendous involvement, they were even able to reach their fundraising goal for the year. As one of their advisors, I can attest to how exceedingly hard they worked throughout the year to create a strong foundation, and they never let the pandemic be a reason to give up. They took this circumstance and made a success of it, and I couldn't be prouder of their efforts. Please put your hands together for Gwins Against Cancer.
I would now like to ask Dr. Allison Kaufman, Assistant Director for the Institute of Teaching and Learning, to come forward to present this year's NOVA Award.
Thanks, Avery. The NOVA Award recognizes a newly registered student organization exhibiting initiative in organizational development and strong potential to contribute to the quality of life as a recognized student organization at Youngstown State University. Will Ms. Layali Kasuni, President of the Muslim Student Association, please come to the front in order to accept this year's NOVA Award. The Muslim Student Association seeks to promote unity, brotherhood, and joint action among the YSU community and spread awareness regarding Muslim students. Their meetings and activities have allowed our students to connect with one another, become more culturally and religiously diverse, and come together to make a positive impact on campus. As an organization, they hope to help one another by coming together to embrace our differences and similarities. MSA is not only a club, but a family that offers support in time of need. Their organization helps students connect to others and build long-lasting friendships. Despite starting the organization amidst a global pandemic, they had held virtual meetings, invited guest speakers, and found creative ways to stay connected. Let's have a big round of applause for the Muslim Student Association.
Now, I would like to welcome Ms. Dominique Sack, Coordinator of Club Sports and Summer Camps, to present this year's Club Sports Awards.
Good evening. The Club Sport of the Year Award recognizes a club sport that has not only had success on and off the field, but has shown positivity and good sportsmanship week after week. Will Miss Nikki Spencer, President of the Tennis Club, please come forward to accept this year's award. Tennis Club has exceeded our expectations as a first-year club. They have been working very hard the past few semesters to recruit new members to become a stronger organization. They are also very interactive and engaging on social media platforms. Nikki, how's business? We're booming, baby. Their officers are always more than willing to help on campus events such as National Tennis Day Tournament. They set a great example for other clubs and really show what it means to be a club sport through their leadership, passion, and hard work. Congratulations to the tennis club, our club sport of the year. Now for our club sports member of the year. The club sports member of the year is presented to an athlete with strong leadership skills that demands the admiration and respect of their fellow club members, as well as the rest of the club sport community. This year's recipient is Abigail Sharpless, a sophomore majoring in forensic science. Her nominator, Juan Saylor, shared, aside from the work they have done as secretary of the Ultimate Frisbee Club, from being organized, helping to recruit, updating our social media, and being friendly towards our new members, Abby stepped into the role of president of the fencing club very quickly. They got down to business right away while still being able to keep up their academic work and maintaining a meaningful role with the Ultimate Frisbee Club. Congratulations, Abby, and thank you for the example you've left on our club sport community.
Thank you, Abby. I would now like to introduce Miss Galina, you know this last name, Galina Lukachowski, the vice president of the Order of Omega, as she presents this year's Libra Award.
Good try.
I know, I tried.
The Libra Award is presented to an outstanding faculty or staff member who has made a significant impact on the student organization or organizations of which they advise. I would like to ask Ms. Carrie Anderson, our advisor, to please come forward to accept her award this evening. Carrie has dedicated her life to serving the campus community at YSU. It is clear that she wants nothing more than to see her students succeed. Throughout a year of uncertainty, there were many times that we wanted to give up. Virtual life and virtual programming is hard. However, Carrie never gave up hope with anything, spending countless hours to ensure that all aspects of Greek life continued. Under her guidance and support, she motivated us to transform Greek Week and found a way to ensure that Greek Sing was recorded in segments and available for viewing virtually. Carrie's devotion to helping fraternity men and sorority women is clear by the actions she takes every single day to provide them with opportunities, connections, and resources to enhance their skills as they grow into their respective leadership roles. Please put your hands together for Miss Carrie Anderson.
Congratulations, Carrie. Advisors are key to a successful student organization, and we are proud to have one of the finest advisors here at YSU. I'd now like to call Ms. Francine Hazy, the SALSA Vice President, to the podium so she can present the Mentor of the Year Award.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Avery. Am I good? Yeah, okay. This year's Mentor of the Year award or honoree has been a wonderful mentor and resource for me over my time at YSU. Within the next several months, many of us in the Student Affairs program will be applying for jobs, interviewing, and ideally starting our careers at higher education institutions across the country. As we look back on our experience in this graduate program, we have no doubt that we will remember Dr. Bruns as the defining reason why we all feel excited as opposed to feeling anxious or unprepared about the road ahead. She has gone above and beyond what is expected of a typical professor. She never fails to model thoughtfulness and honesty, and she's become the best role model for anyone entering the field of student affairs, college counseling, or higher education. We are honored to learn from Dr. Bruns, and we cannot wait to see all that she will accomplish in her career. It gives me great pleasure to present the Mentor of the Year award to Dr. Kristen Bruns.
Congratulations, Dr. Bruns. Now, I would like to welcome back to the podium Dr. Allison Kaufman as she presents this year's Kosinski Award. I'm sorry.
The Kosinski Award is given in honor of Marilyn Kosinski, who taught dance at YSU in the Department of Human Performance and Exercise Science from 1960 to 1983. Her family was responsible for instituting the award in the late 1990s in her memory, and the award is presented to a senior student who has played a significant role as a student leader in the YSU Dance Ensemble and who demonstrates academic integrity as well as artistry and creativity in the dance area. This year's recipient is Dagmar Stahl of Canfield, a senior dance management major. Due to a scheduling conflict, she is unable to attend our ceremony tonight. Her selection to receive the Kosinski Award for the second time is a reflection of the level to which the theater and dance faculty feels she exemplifies the skill, artistry, and leadership that are at the core of the YSU Dance Management Program. She has not only excelled in her coursework in the program, but has also distinguished herself as an insightful choreographer and facile performer. Dagmar has served her peers as a dedicated officer in the dance ensemble, has mentored younger students with kindness and respect, and has demonstrated an excellent standard of professionalism. I'm proud to present this year's Kosinski Award to Ms. Dagmar Stahl.
It is our pleasure to now present tonight's AVI Leadership Scholarships, as well as the Hirsch-Satrum Leadership Award recipients. Please turn your attention towards the screen as we have a brief video presentation of our leadership recipients as they describe how being a student leader has enriched their overall college experience.
The AVI Leadership Scholarship recognizes outstanding students for their contribution to and leadership in campus activities. AVI is very proud to continue the tradition of supporting higher education here in the Mahoning Valley. This year, 3 worthy recipients receive a $600 stipend toward their fall tuition payment, courtesy of AVI Food Systems Incorporated.
Through my involvement on campus, I've not only discovered the individual I was meant to become, but I've also had the opportunity to mentor others to reach their potential. Youngstown State University has given me a group of people who share the common purpose of becoming the best version of themselves. I've been blessed with lifelong friends and memories to cherish as I move on to the next chapter of my life. Without the voice, the support, and the love that this university has given me, I would have not discovered the confidence to believe in others and most certainly in myself.
I believe that being a student leader at YSU has definitely allowed me to learn so much more than just my academic curriculum. First and foremost, it's allowed me to make a lot of connections with more student leaders and staff, faculty on campus that I've really gotten to learn so much from. And I think overall, it's helped shape me into the leader that I am today. And I've learned almost all my lessons through these experiences. And I think it's definitely prepared me for life after college.
For me, the experience of being a student leader provided me with activities and projects that shape the way I see the world and those who live in it. It taught me the value of teamwork, brought about a unique experience as well as inspiring networking. And last but not least, it offered me a golden opportunity to give back to the communities in numerous ways. My philosophy is that we can accomplish more together than we do alone. And finally, I want to say thank you to YSU for these opportunities. Thank you so much.
The Hirsch-Satrum Leadership Scholarship is named in honor of Phil Hirsch and KJ Satrum, both of whom were involved in founding Kilcolly Center and expanding student services and activities. This scholarship was established to recognize their commitment to and support of YSU student leaders. In the 1980s, they instituted the original Arby's Leadership Scholarship in partnership with a campus food service vendor for nearly 3 decades. The following students will receive $600 toward their fall tuition, courtesy of Chartwells.
Being a student leader has allowed me to learn things outside the classroom that I would never have had the opportunity to encounter if it wasn't for my involvement in different things on campus and my various campus activities and student organizations. I've learned how to speak up in a room. I've learned how to host great events, how to recruit members to my organizations. And all of that was through my leadership experience. And these are skills that I'll be able to take on into the future here at YSU and beyond in my future career.
Being a part of something bigger than myself has always been important to me. Seeing other people grow as well as myself has always been my strong focal point here at YSU. Being here at YSU has enhanced my growth so much. I have learned different leadership qualities such as charisma, receptiveness, and being able to read a room very well. Now, as I develop myself as a leader, I know that the possibilities of success are endless.
So before entering undergrad, the greatest piece of advice that I received was 2 words: get involved. And YSU provided me this beautiful blank canvas to do just that. Throughout participating in numerous student organizations, I've learned a couple different life lessons of balance, organization, and time management. And those are all skills that I've been able to apply to school, work, life, family, friends, and music. Those are also skills that I hope to use in the field as a future educator someday.
Being a student leader on campus has allowed me to step outside of my comfort zone. I've been able to figure out who I want to be here at YSU and surround myself with people that share the same goals and aspirations as I do. Being a student leader on campus has not only enriched my time here at YSU, but I know that it will follow me to my graduate studies and also in my career after my time here.
Well, I hope y'all call all that, because nobody was breathing, so I was like, we heard it. AVI is one of the largest food services providers in the nation, and they have made practice of hiring YSU graduates to work in and run their company. Our presenter tonight, the director of retail at Oberlin. I was like, I know this word. Oberlin College at the AVI Food System Incorporated. Please join me in welcoming Miss Esther Reed to the podium.
Thank you, Avery. Good evening. The AVI Leadership Scholarship recognizes outstanding individual achievement, both inside and outside of the classroom. Our first honoree is Miss Sydney Lewis, a biology major and native of Canfield. Maureen Drummond, Eastern Ohio AHEC director, stated, "When you meet Sydney, the conversation never stops. Her genuine care for others emerges. She's vibrant and passionate about subjects that interest her. Sydney engages others by listening, challenging static answers, and possesses possible solutions to change situations that impact our world and healthcare with the confidence and knowledge to back it up." Please put your hands together for Sydney Lewis. Our second recipient is Mr. Clay Miller, an integrated math education major that's minoring in economics from Worcester, Ohio. When hearing the word leadership, the first thing that comes to mind is someone who goes above and beyond and is someone who you can trust to lead an organization without issues. That is Clay. He's someone who strives to give 110% all the time. Clay is one of the hardest working students that I've ever had working for me. His leadership skills are something that he exuberates on a daily basis, shared Michael Haney, coordinator for student conduct and Cafaro House coordinator. Please give a round of applause for Clay Miller. Our final AVI scholarship recipient is Miss Minh Nguyen, an international student from Vietnam and is majoring in marketing management while minoring in advertising and public relations. Christine O'Connell, director of the WCBA Center for Career Management, shares, Minh has been active in the WCBA and across campus since starting at YSU. She is always looking for an opportunity to grow professionally and provide leadership to her fellow students. Minh is dedicated to her academics and is able to successfully balance her leadership roles in student organizations. Please welcome Minh Nguyen.
Our next Leader Scholarship are named in honor of Phil Hirsch and KJ-Satrum, who first opened the doors of Kilcawley Center in 1974 as the original administrative team. Phil was the Kilcawley's director, and his first hire was KJ-Satrum as assistant director. They enhance and expand student services and activities on campus. So please welcome from Chartwells, our dining services vendor and scholarship donor, catering director, and Chick-fil-A retail manager, mouthful, Carissa Renninger.
Our first honoree is Galena Lupahosky, an industrial and systems engineering major that is minoring in nonprofit leadership and from Poland. Associate Director of Student Activities, Carrie Anderson, says of Galena, her passion and dedication is very evident in anything she chooses to take on, and she has shown a strong sense of commitment. She is always authentic and exudes self-confidence in whatever she encounters. Galena is involved in multiple organizations, works in 3 different offices on campus, and was selected as a student trustee. She truly exemplifies what it means to be a sorority woman, has proven herself as a selfless and humble leader and one who truly works hard for the greater good and unity of our great community. I now present to you Galena Lupahosky. Our next honoree is Mr. Don Quayle Mims of Youngstown, who is a social work major that is also minoring in developmental psychology. Kenneth Pug, director of Upward Bound, stated Don Quayle works tirelessly as raising awareness of what YSU can offer to the minority and to the marginalized population of the Mahoning Valley. During his first year, he approached the Upward Bound team, desiring to give back to the program. He shared with the high school participants his story of determination and perseverance and began mentoring and tutoring them. His positive experiences show the benefits of an education and how YSU can positively affect the trajectory of your life. Please put your hands together for Mr. Don Quayle Mims. Our next honoree is Miss Hannah Shively, majoring in instrumental music education. She is from Westerville, Ohio. Dr. Stephen Gage, director of bands and professor of music, noted, during her residency, Hannah has been an extraordinarily busy young woman. She plays in orchestra, chamber music groups, sings in the choir, is incredibly involved in her church and its outreach group, and in spite of this busy schedule, she has maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA. I am extremely confident that Hannah will soon make her mark on the profession. Her skill, desire, and talent will provide the basis of her eventual success. Please give a round of applause to Ms. Hannah Shively. Our final scholarship recipient is Ms. Devin Snyder. A native of Worcester, she is a biology major that is minoring in both chemistry and psychology. When asked about a campus leader that gives their all, Devin Snyder is one of the first ones that comes to mind. Her work ethic, commitment, and ability to work with others has continually impressed me. In her role as event lead for Relay for Life, she has impacted our campus and the greater community more than even she can imagine. She's raised at least $3,000 herself, recruited many students to the cause, and shared moments of inspiration at weekly meetings, shared Leslie Page, Director of First Year Student Services. Please welcome Ms. Devin Snyder.
I now would like to welcome to the podium Ms. Erin Hungerman, Assistant Dean of Students, as she presents this year's Multicultural Leadership Award.
Takes just a hot minute in the walking boot, so I appreciate your patience. It's my pleasure to present to you our honoree, Mr. Aniket Kumar Singh. He is currently majoring in computer science while minoring in mathematics and is an international student from Nepal. Carly Devenberg, Assistant Director from the International Programs Office, noted, over his years of attendance at YSU, I've seen Aniket grow into a true leader. He is compassionate and a true advocate for all international students on campus. His leadership of the International Student Organization through the pandemic was vital to ensuring our students stay connected and engaged. Aniket has left his footprint on YSU, making it a better place than he found it. Please welcome this year's recipient, Aniket Kumar Singh.
At this time, I would like to ask Ms. Stephanie Baker from the Housing and Residence Life to come forward to present the Sirius Award.
The Sirius Award was established to honor the valuable contributions that a student employee can make to an office or department. It is my pleasure to present the award to my student employee, Ms. Veronica Urjevic. Veronica goes above and beyond in many aspects of her job as a resident assistant. She has stepped up not only by taking on the role of advisor for our hall council, but has been willing to help us increase our presence on social media to reach more prospective and current residents. Veronica excels in building connections with residents and in turn is able to help residents build those same connections with others on the floor. She is overall just a bright face and spirit that makes residents and guests feel welcome. It has been a pleasure working with Veronica, and I look forward to watching her grow even more over the years. I know with great confidence that she will make a lasting impact in the world of higher education, no matter where she goes. Please give a round of applause for Veronica Urjevic.
It gives me great pleasure to now introduce you to our next presenter, Ms. Erin Driscoll, Executive Director of Student Experience and Residence Life, as she presents this year's Gina Tenney Memorial Scholarship.
Gina Tenney was one of Youngstown State University's best and most dedicated students. Before her untimely death in 1985, Gina had been actively involved in campus life and had achieved an excellent academic standing. To honor Gina's memory, the Gina Tenney Memorial Scholarship Fund was established in January 1986 by the members of our Student Government Association. This year, there are 3 worthy recipients. Our first recipient is Mr. Mason Siselski, a music performance major from Lower Burrell, Pennsylvania. Dr. Kent Engelhardt, coordinator and professor of jazz studies, shared, Mason is one of the most talented students in our program. His skills on the saxophone grow by leaps and bounds on a weekly basis. Mason has a highly developed ear for pitch and rhythm, and his transcriptions, analyses, and performances are of the highest quality. He has a warm personality, a great sense of humor, and he is a joy to be around. Please put your hands together for Mason Siselski. Our next honoree is Mr. Ryan Fleming, majoring in music performance with an emphasis in music recording. He's from Kinsman, Ohio. Ryan is unable to join us tonight, but we wanted to share some remarks from one of his nominators. Dr. Carolina Oltmans, head of the piano department, noted, Ryan is a very conscientious student and his dedication to piano practice and to the university is exemplary. Ryan has been involved with the Piano Guild and with Penguin Productions. He is a member of the Dana Chorale, an honors student, and an intern for our recording area. Ryan's growth as a person and as a pianist is quite exciting. He is caring and an intelligent student with a wonderful sense of humor. Please give a round of applause for Ryan Fleming. Our final scholarship recipient is Mr. Andriy Lasowski. A native of Pittsburgh, he is a music education major. Andriy has perfect pitch, a clear sense of musical style, and beautiful musical expression. He greatly enjoys being part of a musical performing ensemble, working with other students to perfect the concert repertoire. Andriy enjoys the historical as well as the technical aspects of music and makes valuable observations and contributions within the classroom setting. He is kind and generous in his dealings with others and is definitely an asset to our university community. Chair Dr. Catherine Thomas Umble, flute professor. Please welcome Andriy Lasowski.
I would like to welcome Mr. Michael Cardwell, Assistant Director of Retail Operations, and once again, Ms. Stephanie Baker, the Colley House Coordinator, as they present this year's Bernadine Marinelli Memorial Scholarship recipients.
The Bernadine Marinelli Scholarship is awarded to an outstanding student supervisor within student experience in memory of the exceptional educator and student advocate. Miss Marinelli, the first female high school principal in the Youngstown City School District, was a dynamic person. She helped many students to reach their potential. Our first honoree is Miss Riley Gamble, a nursing major and a native of Stowe. She currently works as an intern in campus recreation. She's unable to join us tonight due to her nursing clinicals, but I want to take a few moments to tell you about her. Her current supervisor, RJ Markowitz, says of Riley, she has taken the time to master the art and sport of climbing, but she sees it as her duty to share this with others that master the art of the sport of climbing. But though she is on track to become a nurse for her profession, her passion and skill for educating others is unmatched, and she demonstrates this each day she works at the climbing wall. Riley is very responsible, organized, and genuinely cares about her peers and those around her. Please give a round of applause for Riley Campbell.
Our next honoree is Miss Carmel Saramelli of Youngstown, who is an integrated mathematics education major. She is currently working as a desk manager in the Office of Housing and Residence Life. Olivia Cupp, her current supervisor, stated, "Carmel has shown maturity beyond her years and a real dedication to professionalism in all of her endeavors. She is extremely conscientious and organized, both essential in order for her to maintain her impressive GPA as she balances her role as desk manager. More significant than that, Carmel displays a loyalty to our staff that is immeasurable and has proven she truly has the heart of a caring leader. Please congratulate Carmel Saramelli."
Our third honoree is Mr. Patrick Donofrio, majoring marketing management and working as a student supervisor in Campus Rec. He is from Youngstown. Patrick is unable to attend tonight, but here are a few remarks from his supervisor. Cameron Adams, Assistant Director of Operations and Guest Services, noted, "Patrick has grown a lot in his time with Campus Rec. He is one of the most friendly and engaging staff that we have. He is always connecting with our patrons and staff building strong relationships along the way. He sets a good example for other staff, and he is willing to take on tasks even though they are not the most fun things to do, and always with a smile on his face." Please give a round of applause for Patrick Donofrio.
Our next honoree is Mr. McGuire Franco of Youngstown, who is a finance major. He is currently working as a resident assistant in the Office of Housing and Residence Life. Jacob Haskins, his current supervisor, stated, "Since I have known McGuire, he has demonstrated a deep commitment to his students on multiple occasions. He took time to get to know his residents and immediately made them feel comfortable coming to him with their problems. I couldn't have asked for a better person in terms of empathy and positivity for the role. Please put your hands together for McGuire Franco."
Our fifth honoree is Miss Jordan Record of Hubbard, who is a communication studies major. She is currently a student leader in Penguin Productions. Carolyn Jesko, her advisor, stated, "Jordan has demonstrated her growth and ability to thrive under pressure. She is incredibly reliable and trustworthy, and I can say with confidence that she succeeds in leadership positions. By networking and creating relationships, she continues to grow our events for students and community members. Jordan is an absolute joy to work with, and she truly cares about YSU. Please put your hands together for Jordan Record."
Our next honoree is Miss Lydia Self of Rome, Ohio, who is a middle childhood education major. She is currently working as a resident assistant in the Office of Housing and Residence Life and is unable to join us tonight due to her class schedule. Jacob Haskins, her current supervisor, stated, "Lydia helps set the mood for our Leiden staff. Without her, our staff dynamic would not be the same. Since I have known Lydia, she has demonstrated a deep commitment to her students on multiple occasions and gets to know her residents well. Lydia challenges me and helps me make sure we are giving students the best experience possible in Leiden House. Please put your hands together for Lydia Self."
Our seventh honoree is Miss Kaylee Tingler, a biology pre-med major and a native of Hubbard. She currently works as a student manager at Peachtree. As her supervisor, I've witnessed Kaylee's leadership improve and efficiency of culture of how our store operated during the unprecedented times. She stands out amongst the other student workers because I can trust her with a great deal of responsibility. When Kaylee was left in charge, I was confident that our vendors had a positive experience. She learns and adapts quickly, yet she is grounded enough to know when to ask questions or seek assistance to be efficient in her time and the use of her time and resources. Please give a round of applause for Kaylee Tingler.
Our final scholarship recipient is Mr. Riley Todd, a finance major and native of Canfield. He is currently working as a Kilcawley Center student director. During his time at Kilcawley Center, Riley has demonstrated an extremely high and consistent level of work. He has a strong work ethic, never complains, has a positive attitude, and always shows up for work on time. He goes above and beyond and oftentimes completes job duties that may not be in his job description. Riley is very personable and leads by example in providing quality customer service to all patrons of Kilcawley Center, shared Supervisor Vaughn Myers. Please welcome Riley Todd.
The Emerging Leader Program was added to our award schedule in 2002, making this the 20th year that we are honoring participating students. This year, there are 27 student leaders that met all the curriculum's requirements. Please welcome Ms. Carrie Anderson, Associate Director of Student Activities, and Ms. Francine Hazy, Graduate Associate for Leadership, as they present this year's Emerging Leaders honorees.
Tonight, we celebrate those students who have completed the Emerging Leader Program. The vision of this program is to challenge students to learn, lead, and leave a legacy. This group has done exactly that. In completing this program, they've gained skills and unique expertise in communication, diversity, and inclusiveness, and overall leadership. If you are receiving this award tonight, please stand and proceed to the far left of the stage area to assemble at this time. Then, when your name is called, please step forward to pick up your certificate, graduation cords, and medallion at the awards table.
This unique group of students we are recognizing tonight has gone above and beyond the Emerging Leader Program requirements, showing true passion and dedication. Fulfilling the promise of true leadership, together they have completed more than 1,306 hours of community service. They're all highly involved in several student organizations and university programs, all while maintaining progressive academic performance in their respective majors throughout a year unlike any other. These amazing individuals are advocates on campus and in the community for underserved and underprivileged individuals. For example, they partnered with YWCA by providing Christmas gifts for 75 local children, dedicated time to events like Win-a-thon and Relay for Life, and volunteer time with local hospitals and churches. Each of these individuals has sought to hone skills from ethical decision-making to inclusivity, which will make them effective leaders. Through their impeccable performance in this program, they have shown that they will continue to grow and be admirable students, professionals, and community members. The initiative that I have seen them take to do more and to make a difference has sincerely warmed my heart, and I am proud to say this group's hard work has paid off. Leadership is character in action, and these individuals have acted as true emerging leaders. So without further ado, allow me to introduce the 2021 class. Oluwatomininu Adiko, Austin Angus, Joseph Atkinson, Balakrishna Brahmandam, Brooke Chrisman, Sarah Crow, Jawad Alayon, Alexandra Galantis, Jason Gibson, Hunter Gladden, Alexis Huffman, Sierra Jones, Sophia Lalo, Mackenzie Lewis, Galina Lapahoski, Caitlin Luther, LaQuinta McDonald, Trang Nguyen, Mohammed Riaz, Cameron Deja, Paige Stewart, Rachel Thomas, Aaron Urbaniak, Michael Van Such, Teresa Wassilishin, Reese Wilson, and Daniel Yoder.
I would like to ask Ms. Elaine Roos, the Associate Vice President for Student Enrollment and Business Services, to come forward as she presents the Student Service Award recipients.
Thank you, Avery. The Student Service Award recognizes an individual who has demonstrated exceptional commitment to the students of Youngstown State University. All faculty and staff and members of the university community are eligible for this award, excluding members within student affairs. Our first recipient of the Student Service Award is Sherry Ryszewski, Director of STEM Professional Services. Sherry received not just one, but 3 nominations for this award from her colleagues in STEM. Quan Tran, Coordinator of STEM Internships, Careers, and Co-ops, states, in just 10 short years, Sherry has created an office from the ground up and established a culture that has helped hundreds of students participate in experiential learning and prepare for the workforce or graduate programs. With all of the work that Sherry continuously does behind the scenes for students, she has never once stopped working on the front lines with students. Sherry still conducts student appointments and communicates with departments and offices across campus to go the extra mile for complicated student situations. Emily Brown, coordinator of STEM outreach, added, "Sherry is a true educator at heart. She believes everything is a learning experience, and this comes through in her words and actions. She has high expectations of students, but knows how to support them from where they are and challenge them to level up when needed." Please join me in congratulating Sherry Ryszowski and celebrating her unending dedication and commitment to our students and our university. Our next Student Service Award recipient is Tom Totterdale, Director of Chartwell's Dining Services, who was nominated by Aaron Driscoll, Executive Director of Student Experience and Residence Life. Tom and his team have done an outstanding job in supporting YSU students and staff as we've navigated COVID-19. In March of 2020, when YSU made the decision to send students home who could go home, Tom made sure that the students who needed to stay on campus were taken care of. He converted dining operations to set up a grab-and-go service area in Chick-fil-A, providing students with a wide variety of drinks, snacks, and freshly prepared meals that they could take back to the residence hall. He continued this operation through the summer. As students returned to campus in the fall, Tom and his team became a key part of our quarantine and isolation protocol, preparing and delivering meals to anyone in need. This was particularly demanding in January, when a high number of residential students were required to quarantine after returning from out of state. Throughout the process, Tom has only been a phone call or a text away any day of the week. We are so grateful for the service and partnership that he has provided during this most challenging of times on our campus. Please join me in giving a round of applause to Tom Totterdale. Our final Student Service Award recipient this evening is Dr. Jeff Tyus, Assistant Professor in the Department of Communication. He was nominated by Aaron Hungerman, Assistant Dean of Students. Since fall 2017, Dr. Tyus has served as a member of the Student Conduct Board, SCB, assisting the Office of Student Conduct in addressing student behavioral concerns disruptive to the overall educational environment of YSU. Dr. Tyus' background in communication, ability to articulate and interpret the student code of conduct, and empathy for student needs has made him Student Conduct's go-to when assigning board members to sensitive, high-level cases. Dr. Tyus not only serves as a member of the SCB, he frequently chairs hearing panels, taking the lead on facilitating hearing processes, which can be intimidating to many. Additionally, he serves as a strong advocate for the Office of Student Conduct. In the time that Dr. Tyus has served on the Student Conduct Board, membership has notably increased, with many new folks mentioning a direct connection to Dr. Tyus, either through a course they took or shared department ties. Dr. Tyus serves as a key connection between academic affairs, student affairs, and the student body at YSU. We are so grateful for his service. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Jeff Tyus.
At this time, I welcome back to the podium Joy Pacaba Byers, Associate Vice President of Student Experience, as she presents the Edna K. McDonald Cultural Awareness Awards.
The Edna K. McDonald Cultural Awareness Award recognizes outstanding individuals who've made a lasting contribution to encouraging and increasing awareness of cultural diversity at Youngstown State University. All faculty, staff, students, and members of the extended YSU University community are eligible for this award. Our first recipient of the Edna K. McDonald Cultural Awareness Award is Avery Howard, a senior majoring in biology from North Augusta, South Carolina. Avery currently serves as the Executive Vice President for Student Government Association and is one of our co-hosts tonight. Avery was nominated by Aaron Driscoll, Executive Director for Student Experience and Res Life, an SGA advisor, who stated, "Avery is driven by action and desire to make an impact. During his term as Executive Vice President for SGA, Avery has been an advocating voice for advancing the understanding and appreciation of diversity on campus, serving on committees with President Tressel and Assistant Provost Carol Bennett. He planned and hosted a diversity workshop for all SGA, bringing in campus experts for diversity, equity, and inclusion, the Institute for Teaching and Learning, and Safe Zone. He partnered with the Center for International Studies and Program to develop the Multicultural Buddies program. Avery doesn't just share his ideas and perspectives, he takes actions to make things happen. He has been a catalyst for increasing the awareness for our students and integrating new methods for supporting diverse populations on campus. Please join me in congratulating Avery Howard. Our next honoree is Keith Presley of Youngstown, Ohio, who is an active student in the YSU Social Work program. In her nomination, Dr. Dana Davis spoke at length about Keith's independent study around addressing the issue of minoritized students' lack of access and information about higher education in our Youngstown community. Keith's fellow colleagues in his social work classes regularly come to him for guidance on how to navigate the higher learning system. Dr. Davis states, Keith contributes to the understanding of cultural diversity issues on a micro, meso, and macro level. He supports fellow students. He contributes to their learning and their success in program. He supports the faculty in having a successful outcomes as our student body in better meeting the important needs of equity and inclusion in our department. He also advocates for the greater community to have access to higher education and help community members successfully navigate those systems. Keith is a leader in breaking down the barrier walls and opening up lines of communication to our most vulnerable students and community members. His actions has a daily positive impact on all. Please give a round of applause for Keith Presley. Our third Edna K. McDonald honoree is Cassandra Miss Cassie Smith from Cortland, Ohio, who serves as a graduate associate in the Department of Campus Recreation. I nominated Cassie for this, for her award for her lasting contributions in diversity, equity, and inclusion, and growth of students and staff of campus recreation. Over the summer, Cassie was challenged with helping to identify ways to make campus recreation more inclusive for our users as well as our staff. With very little guidance, she developed an inclusivity statement for departments. She used this statement as a foundation to develop inclusivity training for professional and student staff throughout the summer. These trainings led to thought-provoking conversation and many aha moments among staff this fall. She continued with this initiative at all staff meetings and trainings throughout the year by facilitating brief discussions. In addition, Cassie led the initiatives to develop marketing material that showed diverse populations of the campus rec community, to post our inclusivity policy on the website and in the facility, to update the dress codes to user gender neutral language, and to identify equipment in classes that are accessible for people of a variety of ability levels. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Cassie Smith.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please assist me in welcoming Dr. Nicole Canstrollo, Dean of Students, to come forward to present the Gillespie Painter Awards.
Thank you, Justin. Sorry, I had a working on these new bifocals, so they're challenging. The Gillespie Painter Award recognizes outstanding achievement in support of student affairs at YSU beyond the scope of assigned duties. All members within student affairs are eligible for this award. Our first honoree for the Gillespie Painter Award is Dr. Justin Edwards, Director of the Office of Career and Academic Advising. Appointed as director just over 2 years ago, He revitalized the office's career development and academic advising initiatives to increase the resources available to YSU students in traditional and virtual settings as they seek support for choosing a major, learning about career management, and completing coursework as exploratory undecided students. In a year full of major adjustments, Justin continues to demonstrate leadership and ingenuity as he supports his staff and YSU students through his diverse knowledge, experience, and genuine passion for providing the best experience possible for students. Not only did Justin develop a career module for the new YSU 1500 Success Seminar, he also created an entire course, Card 1520, Exploring Majors and Careers, an 8-week, 1-credit course designed to provide an accessible and guided resource to students who are still exploring majors, are considering changing their majors, or want to confirm their choice of major. Nominator Rebecca Finkstill shares, his continuous support and mentoring of his staff is inspiring. He leads by example, and he is truly concerned with the welfare of his coworkers. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Justin Edwards. Our next Gillespie Painter Award recipient is Jacob Haskins. Jacob currently serves as the Leidenhouse Coordinator. Jacob supervises and provides ongoing professional development for resident assistants and desk attendants, all while overseeing the daily functions of a residence hall with approximately 340 residents, including social and educational programming, crisis response, and student conduct. He also serves in an on-call rotation for approximately 800 students living on campus, often while stepping up for holiday coverage, in addition to standard nights and weekends. Jacob was nominated by his former supervisor, Aaron Hungerman, Assistant Dean of Students, who noted, while housing coordinator responsibilities are within the scope of Jacob's assigned job duties, his interim work supporting student outreach and support, otherwise known as SOS, during spring and summer of 2020 was exceptional. Jacob was able to assist SOS by developing a protocol for the university's food pantry, including how to request items, donation processes, and staffing patterns. Jacob also connected students experiencing hardship with campus and community resources. He remained connected to SOS throughout the course of fall 2020 and played an active role in supporting students in isolation and quarantine. It's Jacob's penchant for going above and beyond that makes him a strong candidate for the 2021 Gillespie Painter Award. Please join me in congratulating Jacob Haskins. Okay, our final Gillespie Painter Award recipient is Michael Haney. Michael began his career at YSU in September of 2019. Though officially hired as a coordinator for student conduct, Michael quickly became a part of the fabric of many components of student life on our campus. Michael served as an advisor for the Residential Housing Association, also known as RHA, and for Theta Chi Fraternity, as well as Elections Board Advisor for Student Government Association. In the summer of 2020, Michael took on the additional responsibilities of serving as a housing coordinator for Cafaro House, overseeing the operations of Residence Hall and supervising resident assistants and desk attendants in their service in support of Cafaro House residents. During his time on campus, Michael built relationships with students and staff throughout our community and shared his culinary skills with us through his At Home with Haney videos. Tragically, on February 16th, 2021, Michael passed away due to COVID-19 related complications. His loss has been felt deeply by our community. Though only with us for a short time, Michael made an impact on students and student affairs at YSU. We are very grateful to have members of Michael's family here tonight with us. We extend our deepest condolences to them for their great loss. Please join me in welcoming Michael's family to the front of the room to receive this award on his behalf. Thank you for sharing Michael with us. He is forever a Penguin.
We now come to the portion of the program when we present the Student Government Association Annual Award winners. The Luke N. Zakar Award is given to YSU students who may or may not be a member of the Student Government Association. The individuals should have done something exceptional for the university, Student Government Association, or fellow students during the current year. The first recipient of the Luke N. Zakar Award has served as the Vice President for Assessment Enrichment for the Student Government Association. Under her leadership, she was able to increase usage of the Penguin Pantry during a time when many students were experiencing food insecurities. Additionally, she was able to secure plans for a Swipe Out Hunger style program for the fall. It has been an honor working alongside her this year, and I'm beyond honored to present this award to Ms. Kennedy Romeo. The second recipient of the Luke N. Zakar Award is someone that I have had the honor and privilege to work alongside for the past 2 years. He started his time in student government as a STEM representative before becoming the first ever Student Government Association Vice President for Public Relations. Through his hard work and dedication, he was able to shape this role into the position it is today. Now, serving as SGA's Executive Vice President, he has taken his position to new heights. From implementing a Multicultural Buddies program for international and domestic students to working with SGA to implement many internal programs focusing on diversity, equity, and inclusion, I'm convinced there isn't anything he can't do. I'm beyond proud to award the Luke N. Zakar Award to my Vice President and good friend, Mr. Avery Howard. Pause for a second because Avery's actually doing the next awards.
I'm back. Don't worry. Hello, everyone. So the Charles A. McBride Award was established to recognize and honor the commitment and the contribution to students and student services by Dr. Charles McBride. This award is awarded to Dr. Allison Kaufman for her amazing and ultimate contributions to student government as an advisor. Dr. Kaufman has been an advisor for student government for the past 3 years. I was like, I don't know either. 3 years. And she has made amazing contributions to us as individuals and as an organization. So please give me a warm welcome to Dr. Allison Kaufman.
The Smith Murphy Award is given annually to the faculty member who goes out of their way for the students, and a person that students know will always be there for them when the need arises. The recipient of this year's Smith Murphy Award is someone that has not only helped me personally, but so many other students through her involvement with the mental health work team and various other mental health initiatives on campus. Most recently, she was able to work alongside faculty, staff, and student leaders to host a very successful alcohol screening day to help educate the student body and to bring awareness to excessive drinking. I am proud to award Dr. Kristen Bruns this year's Smith Murphy Award.
Each year, YSU's SGA is able to bestow the Rebecca Banks Spirit Award to 2 individuals on student government. This year, we have done just that. This was always the hardest decision as SGA is filled with individuals who met the requirements for this award, who go above and beyond to serve the students on this campus as best as they can. Narrowing things down is not always an easy task, but the 2 people that are incredibly unique in what they bring to the table. So the first award I would like to award to Ms. Elsa Khan. Elsa is now the newly elected Vice President of Student Life and Student Government and has done tremendous things to aid and support the activities sponsored by Student Government Association. So please welcome Elsa Khan as she accepts her award. The second recipient is Ms. Emily Vera. Emily has done incredible things as well in student government, as she is literally the embodiment of what it is to be an active participant on student government. Emmy hit the ground running as she came in very shy, would not speak any words, and now leads almost every meeting that we have in student government. I cannot wait to see what she continues to do as she's involved in student government and she continues here. Congratulations, Emmy. There are 4 SGA awards remaining, and our next award is the President Cynthia E. Anderson Lifetime Achievement Award. This prestigious award is presented to the individual who has exhibited an extended commitment and dedication to serving the student body through various positions on student government. This person who has won this award literally is the embodiment of this award and should now be renamed the Justin Shaughnessy Lifetime Achievement Award. Justin Shaughnessy has been a part of student government throughout his entirety undergrad and the first year of his graduate studies. Justin has been the chair of the Financial Affairs Committee, the Vice President of the Financial Affairs Committee, the Executive Vice President of Student Government Association, and now the President of Student Government. Justin literally breathes YSU and represents YSU so well. So congratulate Justin Shaughnessy on this achievement. Run back up here, come on.
Not as fast as Avery. I'm a little winded too. Okay. Our next award, now in its 11th year, is the John J. Gokala Senior Service Award. Named after retired YSU Police Chief Gokala, the award is presented to the individual within the university community who has gone above and beyond the call of duty to serve the first-class traditions of the university. An individual who truly works to preserve the interests of the YSU campus and community. This year's recipient is someone that is truly passionate about her work. Not only does she share her passion with the many students, faculty, and professional staff she works with, but she also helps them discover and act on their individual passions. So far, I have intentionally said the word passion 4 times, just for her. Now, even as she takes on the role of Associate Vice President, she still makes it a point to interact with students, including myself, in any way possible, while simultaneously working tirelessly to maintain and improve the experience of our students at Youngstown State University. I am honored to award Ms. Joy Bacaba Byers this year's John J. Gokala Senior Service Award. Established 11 years ago by SGA, this award is in honor of the late Dr. Martin T. Marty Manning and is in recognition of his superior student mentoring abilities. The award is presented to someone who has exemplified the student mentoring capacity that Dr. Manning so avidly displayed throughout his YSU career. This recipient has been one of the most influential people in my life. Her drive and passion for the work that she does has completely changed the trajectory of my professional goals. Balancing her role as an executive director, she also serves student government as one of our advisors, a role she does not take lightly. I, along with many other members of student government, have spent hours in her office during the most difficult times of our administration. She has always been there to celebrate our successes and helped us navigate and recover from our failures. I am proud to award Ms. Erin Driscoll this year's Dr. Martin T. Marty Manning Award.
Erin, you're amazing. If we could name a building after you, we would. Our newest award, established 4 years ago by SGA, is in honor of the Mr. late Harry M. Meschel, and is in recognition of the values of public service, civil education, civil education culture, and dedication to one's hometown, each of which he brilliantly possessed. This award is presented to a student who has displayed the qualities of Mr. Meschel, encompassed and specifically the commitment for public service to the greater YSU community. Nominated by Ms. Francine Hazy, this award recipient is Mr. Donquel Mims.
As much as Avery and I would love to continue our service within the Student Government Association, it has come time for us to pass on the legacy to a new era of student leaders. Currently, I'm rounding the corner of my 4th year within SGA, and there are no two people I would rather pass this gavel to than our next SGA President and Executive Vice President. I'm honored to not only call you President and Vice President, but my close friends. I have nothing but faith that you will carry out the first-class leadership that so many other SGA executive members have committed themselves to over the years. I would like to welcome President-elect Nicholas Kupieris and Vice President-elect Gianna Battaglia to the front for the traditional gavel pass.
All right. Well, first, I just want to say that Justin was telling me how he had to disinfect this gavel before he gave it to me, making this the cleanest gavel pass in Student Government Association history. But thank you very much for the kind words, Justin. But in all seriousness, Student Government Association is an organization that truly allows students' passions to shine. This organization allows students to make a positive change on campus and leave a legacy for themselves when they graduate. I started out as a WCBA representative, and I couldn't have been more proud to be part of an organization that had members that dedicated their time to inspiring and helping students here at YSU. So now, as I hold this very clean gavel, I am honored to serve as YSU's next Student Government Association President for the 2021-2022 year. Thank you.
Sorry, I gotta flip my script. Another element for our award lineup is the Presidential Mentors Group. Here to recognize the select group, our president, Mr. Jim Trussell.
Thanks so much, Avery. You gave me this great script, but you know I can't stay on a script.
I know. But
Okay.
you got 10 minutes.
I got 10 minutes, that's it? You know, Ellen and I were just talking that Avery's first job on campus was working at the Pollock House.
Yeah, the good old days. Walking dogs.
The walking dogs, and it might have been the first job he was fired from, too. I don't remember. But you know, this is so exciting, and as I look at this list of awards and watched all of you be recognized and think about how important that is today. You know, maybe some years we took it for granted that, oh, this is the night of the student awards, and then all of a sudden you don't have it. And really, this group that is being honored this evening made an unbelievable impact in a very difficult time. The leadership of Justin and Avery during the course of all that went on this past summer as we were preparing, trying to get the confidence of everyone that we were going to be able to progress. Their leadership, along with their entire body and all of our folks in residence and dining, stepped up unbelievably. We just have two faculty members here today, Kristen and Jeff, but you know, our faculty have stepped up and done amazing things over the course of this year. And this really is going to be a student awards evening to be remembered, because you brought back the confidence that we could safely be on campus, that things were going to be okay, that we were going to still stay as active as it was safe to do so. and that we were going to tee it up to have an extraordinary 2021-22 academic year. So on behalf of the entire YSU family, we thank each and every one of you for the leadership that you gave on our campus, the confidence that you gave all of us, the sacrifice, going the extra mile, adjusting at every turn. You did an amazing job, and we appreciate it. So in the spirit of staying inside my 10 minutes, Avery, I didn't know that this was going to turn into the Avery Howard show either, by the way. I mean, I've been coming to these since 1986, Avery, and you're like the rock star.
Well, it was 1998, so that's when it started.
Oh, your show? So you weren't even alive when I was coming to these?
Right.
Oh, boy. Okay. You didn't know that we had a vaudeville act here that we've been rehearsing. You did set the NCAA record
for
years in the courtyard. He was in the courtyard when he was in 4th grade, I think. And I think you still live in the courtyard?
I still do.
Yep, he set the record, so you've seen it here. But anyway, I've got to stay inside my 10 minutes, Avery. So the students selected to serve as presidential mentors comprise a student leadership team that has been so important over the course of our 7 years here. Every improvement that you can see in and around campus really has been the idea, the brainstorm, the push of the presidential mentors. As time has gone on, we've asked this group to vet a lot of things. I recall back about 3 years ago, this group really was a difference maker as we were going through our accreditation that you do once every 10 years, and they stepped up and made a heck of an impact. They've spent a lot of time with us talking about advising and career services and all of the things to serve our students. And this year's group was no different. It's a diverse group. It's a group from every kind of major, all ages, hailing from different places. And they've made a tremendous impact, I know, on our administration, and they've been there with the greatest ideas that we've ever had. One little note that Carrie wrote on my sheet here, for safety purposes, we'll wait until the end of the banquet and take a group photo since it's such a large group. So when I call your name, please come to the front, receive your certificate, and then I guess, Carrie, what? Then go back to your seat? Go back to your seat. Okay. Walter Allen. We probably don't have time for a standing ovation for everyone, do we?
We'll probably wait to the end.
Wait to the end? Okay. All right. Kaylee Dillon couldn't be with us this evening. She graduated back in December. Sunny Dew. Is Sunny here? I'm not sure. I was afraid Sunny might not make it. Last Thursday, we dropped her off back at Beekner Hall with like 10 pans of Mission barbecue. And I was afraid we would never see her again. But, okay, if any of you see Sunny, tell her to get to class. Edward DePonte. Edward's here. Veronica Urjovic. Veronica, are you going to be working at the university soon? I thought I just signed something with your name on it. Wow, how about that? Wow. Man. I signed something almost every day with Avery's name on it, but some of it goes to Allison in student conduct, doesn't it? Oh, no, that's Aaron. Oh, Aaron. I know it goes somewhere.
Couldn't take a time.
Okay. Francine Hazy. Francine's here. Viewing from home on our live stream. We've got Ty in the back. How about giving it up for Ty on the live stream? Yeah. Viewing from home is Juliana Johnson. Cody Joseph. Is Cody in the house? Cody might have had some of those ribs. Mark McKenzie. Mark's in the house. Thank being here, Mark. Clay Miller. I saw Clay on the video there. All right. Not able to attend was Daniel Naples. Chelsea Olson is in the house. McKenna Peters. Lauren Rager. Kennedy Romeo. Samora Savage. Dapil Tawari. And Olivia Wall. Can we now have a huge round of applause for the presidential mentors? And now, Avery, I have a new 10 minutes for the next award.
Absolutely.
Okay, all righty. So now for our final set of award winners, this year's YSU Pin Award recipients. Please turn your attention toward the screen for a brief video presentation from our Pin recipients as they describe how their leadership involvement and service have contributed to their development during their time at YSU.
Since 1948, the YSU Pin Award has been a distinguished part of Youngstown State University's rich tradition. Established by University President Dr. Howard W. Jones, the Pin recognizes graduating seniors annually who have achieved academic success and demonstrated outstanding leadership, motivation, and creativity in university and community activities.
Being a student leader has really been the center of my YSU experience. Coming into school, I never expected to plan my own service event or be the president of a student organization, especially during a pandemic, but through all my experiences, I was given the capabilities to do just that. And really by taking the leap to get involved, I've gotten so many opportunities that have extended beyond just my student organizations. I've developed skills that will make me competitive in the workforce against other graduates. And I've also had so many valuable leadership experiences here that I'm going to take with me for years to come.
During my time here at Youngstown State University, I've had a plethora of opportunities and experiences that I've gained because of my leadership experience. First, as the president of the YSU Robotics Club, I've been able to interact with a number of students who are from different backgrounds and different majors to work on multidisciplinary projects. And those better represent the projects that I'd be seeing in the real workforce. I've also been able to work with a number of company sponsors who have donated to our organization or provided us services, and those are contacts that I can use as I move forward through my career. Also, I was a TA for the past 3 semesters, and as a future graduate student, that'll be invaluable experience as I have to do that once again in the future. So, while I've been here at YSU, I've had an excellent time and great experiences that will prepare me for my future, wherever that might take me.
My leadership experiences at YSU have been incredibly formative and also kind of unexpected because I don't think leader is a word I would have used to describe myself 4 years ago. But being around so many incredible mentors and classmates and professors really encouraged me to get out of my comfort zone and to communicate with people who thought differently than me, who communicated differently than me, and who had very different life experiences. And overall, that's made me better. And it's also made me a better communicator, a better leader, and I think a better person overall. And I'm really lucky that I got to grow into a leader at this institution, and that's become the foundation for all the growing and learning I still have to do in the future.
In all of the roles that I have had on campus, I really have used my time to better understand myself and better understand my place in the community, as well as what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I really feel that YSU has helped me focus what my passions are and understand where exactly I will see myself in 5 years. And I am so thankful for the time that I have had at the university all of the positions and roles that I have had have opened my eyes to where in the community needs the most help, and I am excited for my future in helping to serve those who are in need.
When I stepped foot on campus 4 years ago, I would have never imagined the person that I became today. YSU gave me so many opportunities to create my own story, and I know if I would have went anywhere else, I would have not have been given as many opportunities to add so many chapters. All my leadership roles, my engagement, my service during my time here at YSU has really made me the person that's sitting in front of you here today. It's created my morals, it's created my values, and it's made me that strong, confident woman that I know whenever I have any challenges in the future that I'm ready for them. I'm also very lucky to have created so many deep connections with so many peers and professors and professional staff here that have really contributed to my growth in a variety of ways. And as I continue to write my story and go further into graduate school and further into my future career, I know YSU will always hold a special place in my heart. I've made so many great memories and so many great relationships that have left so many footprints across my heart that I know I'm always going to leave a part of me here. And I'm comforted in the fact that I know wherever I go in the future, once you're a Penguin, you're always a Penguin forever. And I'm very honored to be a YSU Penguin.
Had to extend that clap so that we could come back from live streaming. Are we good, Ty? Okay, great. As evidenced in the video, we have an extraordinary group of students that are being honored with the YSU Pin Award this evening. We ask each recipient to come forward when your name is called. Our first pin recipient is Ms. Natalie Chambers. Natalie is majoring in finance while minoring in marketing and is a native of Warren. Jessica Gaskell, Assistant Director of First Year Student Services, states, Natalie is motivated, intelligent, hardworking, and most of all, kind. I have always been impressed with how others have gravitated toward Natalie because she is a natural leader in all of the right ways. When I worked closely with Natalie as her advisor, I never had to worry about anything because she was always on top of things. If there was ever a problem, she handled it fairly and maturely. She always makes others feel accepted and heard, even if the circumstances weren't the best. Please put your hands together for Natalie Chambers. Our second Pin Award recipient, Mr. Mark DeAngelis. Mark is from Champion, Ohio, majoring in mechanical engineering and minoring in mathematics. Dr. Jason Walker, Assistant Professor of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering, stated, quote, Mark is an extremely accomplished undergraduate student. In addition to excelling in the classroom, he has demonstrated exceptional leadership skills on campus and in the community. He treats all of his peers with respect, has an admirable work ethic, and shows a wonderful passion for learning. Mark also dedicates time to community service by mentoring a local high school robotics team and serves as Vice President of MATS for Mahoning, a volunteer service supporting the homeless community. Please help me congratulate Mark DeAngelis. Our third Pin Award honoree is Miss Alexis Heldreth. Alexis, majoring in history and religious studies and minoring in Jewish studies, she's a native of Lake Mary, Florida. Dr. Brian Bonham shared, quote, Alexis is that rare student who does not see her role in YSU as simply someone taking and passing courses. Rather, she has worked to integrate herself into the YSU communities she works with. In this case, history program, history events, and student organizations in order to make significant and outstanding contributions and to establish herself as a natural leader and go-to person in these areas. Alexis has made a wonderful impression and impact on our program. Please welcome our third honoree, Alexis Heldreth. The fourth Pin Award recipient, Ms. Kennedy Romeo. Kennedy is a native of Youngstown. She has been a respected leader on campus while pursuing degrees in both philosophy and sociology while minoring in nonprofit leadership. Dr. Denise Narcisse, associate professor, stated, quote, Kennedy volunteers for multiple social services and religious organizations within the community, including the Youngstown Neighborhood Development Corporation and the United Way. She aspires to establish a nonprofit organization that supports and uplifts children of single-parent, low-income households one day. I have no doubt that Kennedy will achieve whatever she sets her sights on. Her hard work, determination, optimism, and compassion garners much respect from her classmates, coworkers, mentors, and professors. She makes all of us and proud. Please welcome our fourth recipient, Kennedy Romeo. Our final Pin Award recipient this year is Miss Brooke Schaefers. Brooke is a native of Butler, Pennsylvania, majoring in biology with a minor in environmental studies. Brooke has an exceptional record of excellence and involvement at Youngstown State University. Lexi Rager, assistant director of the Honors College, shared, quote, I am 100% certain that Brooke is not in the top 1% of honor students I have encountered in the past 6 years, but rather the top 0.1% because of her drive, persistence, enthusiasm, and sheer love for learning and serving others. Hiring her is one of the best things I have ever done. And though I am so grateful to have been her mentor the past 4 years, she has probably left an even greater impression on me than I did on her. The energy and enthusiasm she brought to Youngstown State will no doubt translate and grow at the University of Miami next year. But I do suspect, however, that she will always bleed red and black and that she will always be YSU's #1 fan, end quote. And I believe, I don't know if it's on here, I have to turn the page, Brooke, see if there's more. There's not, there's something missing. Brooke was our homecoming queen. And Avery was our homecoming king. How about a hand for Brooke Schaefers? Oh, wait a minute, I'm done. I got nothing. I was inside 10 minutes.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you once again to President Tressel for making this year's Presidential Mentor and Pin Award presentations. At this time, I would like to acknowledge the various students, faculty, and staff that have volunteered to serve as hosts and hostesses for tonight's program. Thank you to the entire Student Activities Office staff for assisting with and ushering tonight's event. Can I get a round of applause for them?
And a special thank you also goes to the Division of Student Affairs and the Student Government Association, you're welcome, for helping make this event possible. And to the selection committee, nominators, and tonight's honorees, and their parents, friends, faculty, and staff here in person and virtually, thank you for joining us in this evening's program. A special thank you also goes to the Chartwell's Dining Services for preparing desserts for us to enjoy after tonight's ceremony. The desserts have been individually packaged for you to take home with you or for you to enjoy here in Kilcawley. Okay. Carrie wrote different things in there. Okay, here we go. To visit the dessert station, please make sure you maintain proper social distancing. Also, for those of you who would like to take photos, please feel free to come forward and meet the photographer, Nick and is he here? Oh, Lainey as well. Thank you for coming and have a good night, everyone. I'm done talking. Great.